Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about something that's really important to me, being vegetarian or vegan in Morocco. There are challenges, big ones, that go beyond just finding alternatives or avoiding family dinners where everyone's eating meat. I'm talking about how people react when you tell them you're vegetarian or vegan. And honestly, it's not always positive. And that's what I want to discuss here. When I tell people I'm vegetarian, I get two types of reactions. First, the unsupportive ones. And sadly, they tend to be the majority. I've heard things like, "Are you crazy? You're Muslim, you can't do that." Or, "Oh, so you eat grass now." And honestly, it's kind of troublesome. Then there are amazing people. They're surprised, but really impressed by my choice. Some of them are genuinely curious and ask respectful questions, with no judgment, only kindness. But here is the thing. A friend of mine decided to stop eating red meat for personal reasons. But she couldn't continue because of people constantly making fun of her. It made her feel really uncomfortable. For me personally, my answer to people who make fun of me is simple. I just go with it and ignore it. I'm not here to convince them to respect my choice. I've tried that in the past, but it just drained my energy for no reason. It's understandable, though. We're talking about challenging societal norms here. People are often just curious or worried about your health, especially in a place like Morocco, where meat is such a big deal and a huge part of daily life. But there is another level of frustration when it comes to religion. Some people think that if you're vegetarian, you're going against your religion. They forget that we have complete freedom in choosing what to eat. It's different when something goes against religious teachings. But choosing not to eat something is not going against our faith. We're taught to be compassionate toward animals, and in my case, I made the choice to live without meat. But wait, it's not just about meat. It's also about things like snails or lobsters. Animals, which are often boiled alive. They feel pain. Oh, people, they feel pain. And I believe that it goes against our religion. So the principles of compassion. Yet people still eat them and find all kinds of reasons to justify it. I'm happy to share this perspective here. And maybe I can even convince a few people. Of course, I'm not here to judge anyone, and they are free to make their own choices. But back to the point, I'm not forcing my beliefs on anyone else. So to anyone who feels judged or made fun of for choosing a different diet or lifestyle, if others can accept that, well, that's on them. The most important thing is to stay true to yourself and not let others' opinions dictate what's best for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this podcast and maybe learned something with me today. For now, thank you for listening. Bye!